Just about a month ago, when news broke of the angry waters of the Mandakini tearing through the Kedar Valley,
another helicopter of the Indian Air Force manages to try and get food supplies across to people who need it the most. But the bad news of this sortie is that the weather is packed and we have to return to the forward air landing strip from where we've been operating. This is the big concern, the weather. If the weather packs up, then helicopters don't get to fly and the people on the ground who need these supplies don't get what they need.
the dangers of operating here, however, are all too visible. These are the first images of a Pawan Hans helicopter that crash landed in Harsil. And a few weeks back, I filmed this, a civilian chopper that crash landed in the Jungle Chatti area near Kedarnath while trying to rescue desperate pilgrims. Today, these choppers remain a lifeline in these mountains. A number of soldiers of the army as they proceed to a helicopter. It's quite packed in many of the areas over here, which means that getting out casualties on helicopters would be difficult, which is why more soldiers of the Indian Army need to be pressed into these areas. The reason is a lot of them are medics, so they're going to be accompanied by medics, and they're going to be traveling on foot to areas where people are stranded, so that aid that distress people who are stranded, whatever aid they require can be given to them on the spot. And assisting them in this process will be a number of civilian doctors as well. The Army's medics are already out there in the field. Now a group of 6 to 7 doctors from Delhi have volunteered to come here. They'll be flown in by helicopter and will be accompanying these soldiers to areas in the Kedar Valley. Landing in these areas is extremely difficult. As you can see, this is nothing but a small field, and the distance between the rotors and that hillside on the side is absolutely nothing, just a few feet. Landing in these conditions is a real challenge, but these civilian pilots have been doing it from day one. Several other civilian pilots, mostly former pilots of the Air Force and Army, are spearheading the relief efforts in the most cut-off parts of Uttarakhand. Areas where there are pockets of people, perhaps 500 to 1,000 people who need to be rescued. Many of these people are now finally being rescued after small makeshift helipads have been constructed. I was on one such sortie where we were able to land and take 6 children on board our helicopter. 6 children who've been rescued and brought to safety. Moments later, after picking up stranded villagers here in Pilang, we fly to an ITBP base in Matli. Beneath us, another relief helicopter prepares to take off after picking up villagers keen to get out of this region. I'm near the Hemkund Sahib, and the people all around me, people who are being evacuated now in this helicopter, have been stranded in this area. These are the lucky people whose condition is not so bad at the moment. They were on the trek to Hemkund Sahib, are very close in fact to the Valley of Flowers as well. But these people are also being evacuated by the Indian Air Force on this helicopter. Weather in these hills is fickle. The engine of our chopper has never been switched off since we need to depart at a moment's notice. Roads destroyed, homes underwater, bridges cut off. Well, as you can see, it's still a desperate situation in a lot of the areas where the army and the armed forces are now able to reach out. And these evacuations are still important. Yes, thousands of people have been evacuated, but there are thousands more who need to come down. Those who are injured, those who are unwell, and those who need to come out first are being pulled out first. But there are still a lot of people over there. In the case of the lady I interviewed, her husband, who are over there, who need to also come out. That's where these road links are so important. Will these road links, which are now being opened, will they hold? These helicopters and their courageous pilots remain Uttarakhand's lifeline.